I guess just general impression there of you're obviously very shorthanded to be able to come back and take the lead there. Just seemed to kind of run out of gas a little bit there at the end.
Kind of a tale of two halves. First half, 50-50 balls, loose balls, offensive rebounds really hurt us. I think they had 9 for 14 points in the first half. And then we really limited that to only 2 and 5 second chance points second half. So, love the effort and the fight to get back in. It's tough when you dig yourself that big a hole. And there was a stretch in the fourth quarter where they got some loose balls and kind of hurt us, I think, a 10-4 run there after we had taken the lead. So, love the fight and effort overall. Shorthanded or not, we got capable guys out there. And, we felt we defended at the proper level in the second half, a 43-point half with a 14-point third quarter. That's big-time defense, but we need to bring that from the get-go.
Obviously, we talked about the first quarter slow starts before, but what do you attribute this to? Is it the same?
No, today was really, 50-50 balls, loose balls, long rebounds that they got. As I mentioned, I think even the first possession of the game, they got 3 or 4 tips at it and got a basket off the first possession, but we were scoring enough. I mean, we had 54 points at the half. It would have been a 10-point game if not for the late foul and my technical there, so it turned it to 14. But really, like I said, the hustle plays. Obviously Wiggins got going a little bit there. I didn't love our physicality on him. Let him walk into a lot of threes. We didn't pick him up with the same urgency we had with Curry to start, but it wasn't about scoring or slow start offensively. I think it was more so our defense and the hustle plays where they out-hustled us, basically.
And how's Romeo?
Took a hit to the head. Haven't heard much else about it, but obviously couldn't return back into the game. He'll get monitored after the game, and that's the most I know right now.
You mentioned, the rebounding and the loose balls there in the first half with, a bunch of important bigs for you guys, and looking like they're going to be out for a few days here and a busy stretch for you guys coming up. How tough is that going to be for these guys? Just focus on that for 48 minutes, whether it's defensive rebounding, or other parts of the game like that.
No, I don't think it's, depending on size, they had a lot of small guys out there too, a lot of long rebounds. Some were, tough bounces, but we showed them clips at halftime of, guys just turning and looking and not finding bodies there. So, something we could take care of. Doesn't really matter whether we're playing bigs or smalls. And we did, quite frankly, clean it up in the second half. And so just a focus that got away from us in the first half. We're focused on a lot of other things and didn't take care of the gritty plays there. And that's what helped them build the lead.
Yeah, it seems like, that's a team that obviously takes advantage of every mistake you make.
Yeah.
You want to talk or describe what you saw in the last play of the first half with the foul on Curry? And what did you see there?
Obviously he's a guy that you have to pick up at every point on the court. Might have got over aggressive there and it looked like Marcus didn't jump or contest it. He put his hands up obviously, and Curry jumped forward a little bit. So they said it was a foul. It's a tough one to give up obviously when you work your way back in the game. So we were all disappointed with that and, I'll leave it at that.
And in terms of just the little things, is that what separates you guys? Maybe not from them. They're at a level now. They're top teams in the league. But is it frustrating to see the little things, or can those things be cleaned up?
Yeah, like I said, we did it in the second half. For the most part, we have a lot of areas that we focus on, points of emphasis for the game, and that's one that you don't feel you should hurt you against this team. It's a team that's playing smaller. You got to worry about the threes and the sets and the other things they do so well. And so for that to really hurt us in the first half, that was a little disappointing, but we showed about 5 clips of us really not finding bodies, 50-50 balls, loose balls they were getting. And so we cleaned that up and that shouldn't be anything going forward. But for us to spot them, those type of points, hard enough guarding those guys off of the actions they run. So that was a little disappointing, but to credit our guys, we got back in it, cleaned that up in the second half and made it a game.
And if Romeo's out for any length of time, will you try to go out? Some teams are bringing in guys on 10 days. I don't know if you can create something. Do you need another body if he's out?
If he's out, and obviously you get Dennis back, hopefully that keeps you at 11. Obviously Aaron to play more, Peyton to play more, but, something I'm sure the front office is looking at. This all happened relatively quickly today, and it was just time to scramble and do anything like that. But something everybody's looking at across the league now. Guys are, bringing people on hardships or call-ups or whatever the case may be. So it's something we'll definitely look at if anything else pops up.
The guys currently in health and safety can test out of it. So, there are some guys, like I think Westbrook went in and came out in a couple of days. Is there any possibility of something like that happening with one of your guys?
Yeah, I think it's possible. You have to have 2 negatives. I think Josh was an example of that. He wasn't out 10 full days. He had a few negatives and got back on the plane from Phoenix. So it happens. It's, happened across the league so far, like you said, Westbrook as well. So it's a possibility. It just has to pass the protocol rules.
Thank you, Coach. We'll wrap it up right there.
Thank you.